Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be setting up our spring bucket lists, and I've got these sticker books which I pulled from. Let's get everything out of the way here so you can see them. And also this sticker sheet with the activities I'm going to do. I'm going to start with some cardstock here to get us going. I grabbed this from Michael's over Black Friday, so it was really cheap. I think that whole set was $2. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it down to classic planner size. And break out my punch here and punch through. And yay. Okay, so we're all set there. So here is what I actually used to plan this week. I picked up these sticker planning guides, and basically it has different styles of layouts that you can use, and then you can stick your stickers on top. So I tried it. You're going to see, this will be a mini review of how these guys really worked for me, but it sort of worked. I ended up using the custom ones this week, and I began by laying out the flowers there, as you can see. I came up with that box at the bottom at the end, so there were some different ideas that I had to begin with. I thought I would draw out a basket to begin, so that was my first attempt. And then I also was going to use white circle labels for the background of the activities, but I just didn't like the way they ended up looking, so I got those colored ones eventually. I also thought about putting a white pen behind it or outlining the text with the white pen, but in the end I decided against it. I thought it was going to be too much work and too much possibility for error. So this is kind of the reason why I'm not in love with these. It is really kind of hard to get the stickers to immediately come off the page. They do come off once you get them started, as you can see I did with the X-Acto knife, but before that it's really hard to even pick it up, even when I have nails to pull those guys up off of the sheet. And so I didn't really care for that. They get pretty stuck down. I also just grabbed that box to kind of look like a flower box, but I got that out of the holiday sticker book I just showed. Just wanted to make sure, in case you're looking for it, that is the sticker book it's in. Okay, so let me start pulling these guys up off of the sheet, and I think I'm going to try to pull this up in one big swoosh, just so nothing gets misaligned. It's going to take a little bit, so as I'm doing that, I'll kind of talk through what I did with these. I picked these stickers because I really don't like them, which is kind of funny, but I knew they were going to be covered up in areas by those activities, so I decided to pick stickers that I didn't really love the look of because I knew they weren't going to be fully shown. And then, so the realistic stickers are not my favorite. Just the colors, there's just not a lot of variety of color. It's pretty much pink or pink with splashes of odd colors mixed in. I used that holiday sticker book as well as the fun floral sticker book for this. The holiday sticker book one has colors that are a little bit, I don't know, they remind me of the 90s. It's like they've been manipulated, the colors, and have kind of a funky feel to them, which is like those blue little, I don't know, those little tiny like navy blue flowers. Those aren't real, that's not the real color of those flowers, I'm sure. So all of the flowers in there kind of look manipulated. And then I used the realistic flowers from the fun florals, which are the more like pink and natural color looking flowers. Those ones came from there. But all in all, again, they're not my favorite, so I thought this would be a good way to use them and also prepare a background for my bucket list. That was the idea. So I had one actually overlapping the hole, so I'm just going to hand cut it out. And it is a little bit lopsided. I kind of feel like the right side is a little bit wonky there as it goes off the page. Maybe a few less flowers would have done a little better over there, but I did need the space for all of the circles. So once I get those laid in, we'll see if I still feel the same way. And so I'm using, like I said, those sticker sheet things. The custom ones, it has two sides. I'm just using one on top of the other so that I could layer the stickers and kind of see how I wanted them without committing. That kind of works pretty well. I've done that before with wax paper, so it's a good technique if you want to lay multiple stickers on top of each other and you're not real sure how you want it to be. Just layering your surfaces kind of helps, although you have to be conscious of the opaqueness of the material you're putting it on. It might not look as good when you actually put them together in real life, or actually one on top of each other. So I grabbed these circles from the new Detailed Flower sticker book. I was just looking for some circle stickers that could work, and I thought these were good enough. I mean, I wish there wasn't any lines in the middle, but other than that, I think the colors work pretty well and give you those spring feels and kind of remind me of the flowers within. Whereas the white circles I had originally thought of using just stood out way too much. They looked like they were the background popping out. So I think this kind of makes it look like they could be, individual flowers within the bouquet. So now I'm laying in the activities I have picked out from my bucket list and the little swashes I'm going to use to actually mark down the date I complete them. And I'm just figuring out how I want to look. I put that one down and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it in that area. So I'm going to go ahead and lay in all the activities first and then go from there. And I feel like this one needs to be adjusted, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I wanted to mix up the colors, make sure nothing that was too similar in color was right next to each other. And I also wanted it to feel kind of spread out throughout the bouquet, but organically, not anything too aligned or too, linear. And I'm not picking too many crazy things to do. I never end up doing them when they're too hard or too outside of my wheelhouse. So I'm just doing things that I know I could do or might do. So that is the plan. And I'm going to start laying in those labels like I mentioned. But there's something funky going on with the sticker layering below, so it's making a bump, which I tried to straighten out, but it didn't seem to work. And these little swashes came from the Colorful Boxes sticker book. I tried to match the colors the best I could. Some of them weren't a real, exact match, but I think they work. I am trying to read more, so that read a book outside is a good one for me. Hopefully I can get outside, even if it's just at the park, or it'd be great to go to the beach. So I've got them all laid in and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do there at the top. Originally I thought I would have less room, but since I kind of aligned the box to the bottom of the page, I have a little bit more header room, so maybe add in something with, I don't know, just a little bit more fun and kind of tie in those spring feels. So I'm just looking through the books real quick, see if I can find anything that I like. And I think I'm going to pull one of these kind of long quotes to go across the page, fill up a lot of that space. and I like it, but I feel like it needs to come from the edge of the page in, so I'm going to move this to the other side. And now I just got to figure out how I want it. Do I want it low or in the middle? So I decided on the middle, but it was a little bit unstraight. It's harder to get those longer quote things straight, so this takes a minute. I'm going to go ahead and add this guy in here, right back where it was. And I like it, but it's kind of funky right there with the exclamation point overlaying the box. I think I need to shift it just a little bit more to the left. There we go. Like that better. And then I had this little cut flower, and I thought, oh, that'd be kind of cute to do like a border layer of flowers, kind of like they're behind that strip. So let's see what we got. So yes, this is the more realistic colored flowers in there from the fun florals. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half and then kind of use it across the top. So let's see how that looks. I like it. I want to make sure that it's aligned so you don't see any white below. Just trim. But now that I've laid it down, I kind of feel like it needs the bottom half too. So let's go ahead and put those in. I also thought about tracing out the hello spring just so it kind of pops up a little bit more off the page, but then I decided against it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.